Good morning. This is Lori from the Pink Girly channel. And today this is a live stream with live people in chat. And I do have my subscriber only option enabled to avoid bots from coming in and interrupting us. So I hope you understand that. It is just really to help us to have a smooth stream without any gross interruptions. Good morning, Gail Ann. How are you? Nice to see you. Gail, you know a lot of stuff. Do you recognize this flower? And then you'll be off to work. Oh no, it's Friday. This gal does wildflowers, but it might be her interpretation, but I think I've matched the leaf. I was thinking maybe you would know. My husband, okay, went to college for horticulture. He does. That could be anything. Thanks a lot, hon. So you're going to be MIA, huh, for about 15 minutes? Oh, that's not too bad. Hey, good morning, JL. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. I haven't used my inktense inktense blocks yet. They've been sitting here all wrapped up. Oh my gosh. You're retired? Got to go take care of your. Oh, okay. Cool. Cool beans. So I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to use these. I've just wanted them for a long time, and I pulled the trigger, and oh my gosh, they were out of stock for so long at Blick. So I finally decided I would order them through Amazon. They had them marked down, and the price was only a couple of dollars different from what I was paying at Blick. So I thought I'm just going to order them from Amazon. Do you know that when I ordered them from Amazon and got them, it was like a day later I got them from Blick? Could not believe it. I'm talking months. I ordered them in like, I don't know, January, February, and I just got them. I know this isn't the biggest set, but so I thought I would do a wash and then put some color. Well, that might not work because this is kind of, well, I just don't know what's going to happen. Maybe there's another, wait a minute, there's another version of this. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do this one. I think it'd be easier for everybody to see. I've also made some adjustments on my camera, hoping that it'll help the flickering and the, I don't know. I've no clue with cameras. But look at this flower here. Let's see. Wait a minute. Maybe I can make it. So I was kind of going by the leaf. Yeah, I know what a poppy is. But see, it's got the little circles in the center. And this leaf looks like this leaf. But she's got hearts drawn in the center. And I think that might be an artist taking some artistic license there with the leaf. So I am going to take this. I'm trying to decide. I will swatch these at some point, but I didn't get to do that. So I don't know if I want the pink and the teal. I might go with the pinks for the flower because apparently it can be in a lot of different colors. Let me see if I can. I saw a blue one. I mean, look at that baby. Look at that. Can you imagine? I mean, really? Whew. So I think I might just take creative license as well. So I'm just going to mix this little pan of my Inktense has these little mixing wells. So I'm just going to take some of this tealish color. Now, one thing I'll tell you right off the bat I don't like about the Inktense here. There's no freaking names. They're all numbers. I'm going to have to go and try to find the names. Of course, now I'm rubbing out the number. And see if I can. I like names of things. Yes, take my own artistic. So that might be a little deep. So maybe I'm going to add a little more water to this, because I just want a light wash in the background, I think. I've been in a real coloring mood. So good morning to everyone who's popping in. I'm just going to go ahead. Now, if I can figure out my setup here. Let's see if I can move my pan of colors off to the right. See, I still have that striping. I forget what Dee Dee told me to set my camera on. I took out some white and I set the auto flicker to 15, I don't know, hertz or something. I don't know, 50. That's what it says online to do. I don't know, girls. I don't know. All right. If this doesn't work, I have a water lily I can color. When more gals come in. Now, the thing with the Inktense is, once it dries, that's what it is, baby. It's going to stay put. It doesn't move. And that's one of the reasons I wanted it. Now, I don't want to so much get onto the flower. I don't care too much about the leaf, the leaves, because I'm going to make those green. So this teal will be okay. And this paper is just color book paper. So we'll see what it does. I'm trying to get it, kind of even. Wait a minute, Gail. I know you said something, but I want to watch what I'm doing here real quick. I get in there and in here, trying to not get it streaky. Okay, gotta go. All right, we'll see you in a little bit, maybe. Lighting isn't too bad. Okay, great. All right. Oh, that's a flower leaf. Oh, phooey. I didn't want that really blue. It might just be a little more. Okay, so I think probably the best thing to do, since I don't really know what I'm doing here, is then take my heat gun and dry that background color. Right? Because once it dries, because it's Inktense, it won't move. And I don't want it to move. It's a little streaky. So good morning to everyone that's popping in. Thank you for coming and joining me this morning. Mary left a message on her Good Diggity page that she's having some internet issues and was not able to get on this morning. Hopefully that will straighten itself out and she'll be able to get on this evening. So I woke up early this morning, so I was able to pop on a little earlier. I don't know if Lena's coming on after me. A lot of times she does. So we'll kind of see how it goes. And I'll wait for a few more to get in, and then I'll show you this book. But I'm just doing some prep work, if you will, before I start to color. I haven't really tried this before. Like I put down watercolor and colored pencil over it, but not with the inktense. So now I'm going to choose a leaf green color. And the picture that I found, they're really kind of pretty green, fairly green. They don't look like they've got not an odd shade green. So I'm not going to mix anything. I'm just going to go with what's in the pan here. I've got a new brush. I'm going to get that sizing out of it. And then I can hopefully do the shading with my color pencil. I just kind of use Prismacolor. I will say that I have a few Faber-Castell somewhere in this house, but I haven't found them. I don't know. My son bought me a small set of 12 a couple of Christmases ago. And I think they're still in the original tin, but Lori doesn't know where she stored them. You know, it's in that really special spot that I'm not going to ever forget. Eek! But I like to go on Facebook Marketplace and check out different art supplies and miscellaneous things and whatnot. And I found a gal that had some art pencils for sale. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. They're used, but most of them look like new. And I don't know. I didn't think the price was too bad, but it's got some Faber-Castell in them. I can't tell how many. And it's got Prismas, which I use all the time. I grind them up really quite quickly. And a couple of Copic markers and some kind of mono something or other. Mono something. And then some kind of Statler pencils. They're supposed to be pastels. I don't know. Looks like a lot of stuff, so we'll see. It hasn't shipped yet, so I'm getting a little anxious in that regard. Okay, so I just got my brush. I'm going to use this brighter green. And I'm going to put that. Ooh, that is very bright. Maybe I ought to rethink this. I know that's a pretty. I don't know if you're seeing it as well as I. I was messing around with the color on my camera. Maybe I'll water that down a little bit too. I probably should put the little spritzer in there. Okay, so I don't want to forget to tell everyone that tomorrow we launch the hashtag Second Saturday Stash/7 videos. So I just turned my video in. And if you should watch, which I hope you will, at least check it out. And check out the other ladies too. Oh my gosh, Mayan turned out so long. And yeah, that should be good. I hope I have enough there to do all my leaves. I should, right? It turned out so long. And partly because I didn't check my spray bottles. This is a collab where there's 7 of us ladies, and hey Judy, good morning. We have given each other 7 items to use in a project. And you're supposed to, things from your stash, right? Well, Susan Heil is the gal for our July. I can't tell if that's a curled leaf or, well, we're going to make it a curled leaf. And one of the things is to use a spray. So I decided to use my Tattered Angels spray, the shimmery mist kind that I have, because they really make your stuff look cool. And I didn't think to check my sprays. I mean, I wipe the nozzle when I'm done using them. I mean, I don't clean my stencils. I'm horrible with my stamps. I let my paintbrushes sit in water for days, okay? I'm horrible. Horrible. But my sprays, I always clean the nozzle before I cap them up. Do you think I could get the stupid things to spray? I couldn't. I wasted more time on that video. I'm trying to think, what the heck should I do? I finally took a paintbrush in there and just spattered. Now, the collab is you can or cannot use whatever is suggested. I could have just skipped it. I didn't think of that until hours after I was done recording. What a goofball. I don't know, sometimes I just say to myself, thank God my kids are already raised, because if I was raising them now, it'd be touch and go. Just saying. All right, so welcome to everyone who's coming in. I'm just taking my inktense watercolors, which I'm using for the first time, to just put the base down on this flower that I think I've discovered what it is. I should tell you what I think it's called. It's called a warata. Warata? W-A-R or warata. Warata? Warata. I think this is it. And this lady, I'll show you as soon as I get this green done. We'll have a little quick flip through. I don't remember where I bought this. Might have been, see, because when I come home and I buy stuff, I usually take the stickers off. I just don't like the stickers messing up my covers and looking all tacky. Okay. And it drives me wild that they put stickers on the front of things. I don't know why. Like, if you are in the store shopping for something and you're wondering about a price, if you don't see it on the front, aren't you going to flip it over? I mean, do they really think we're not going to flip it over? Like, can they not? Especially, you know what? Especially Goodwill. Oh my gosh. What used to really drive me crazy when I was painting on wood pieces, and they'd slap that sticker right on the front of a wooden piece. And then you had to spend time sanding off the glue. It made me not a happy gal. Well, this has turned kind of yellow over here. That's kind of cool. All right, so this book, this color book, which is not a watercolor book, it's just regular pages. So I've got a little bit of warping going on here, which is fine for me. It's called Where the Wildflowers Grow by Adriana Picker. A botanical wonderland of coloring for adults. I'm thinking I either got it at Joann Fabric or Hobby Lobby. And the pages aren't real white. They're like kind of cream color. Adriana Picker is an illustrator based in Sydney, Australia. At the heart of Adriana's work is a lifelong passion for botanical illustration. Where the Wildflowers Grow is an expression of her love for Australian flora and fauna. So that's, her expression. So I'm thinking that's why there's hearts in these leaves. Her first coloring book for adults is titled The Garden of Earthly Delights. See, now she's got this flower on the front, but she's got like a light blue green. I don't know. It's kind of washing out on my screen. And she's got it done in a light pink with the same blue in the center. But there again, it might just be, the illustrator, the artist's license. Look, that was wet. Let me quick dry that so I don't do any more damage. Always in a hurry. I'm always in a rush. A rush, a rush, a rush. And what she does in this book is she gives you a couple of, see, she's got 2 on this page, just 1 on this page, and then when I turn the page, you'll see she's got quite a few more in a double spread. I don't know if that's consistent throughout the book. See? I think it might be. I haven't finished anything in here. Let me kind of move that over a little bit. So here you've got a whole bunch of them. No idea what this one's called. Is the camera at a good distance, or should I come in a little bit? And there we have bird. I'm not a bird person, so I don't know what any. It would be nice, like the Kirby Roseanne books. Oh, actually, we could use a little rain, but not severe thunderstorms. If she would like the Kirby Roseanne books, it tells you in the back like what they are, which is really nice. See, now here she's got more of those little loopy things, like a double spread. This is a water lily. My husband knew this one. And look at these cute little birds. No idea what they are. You can see me, yeah, some of it goes off my screen. Now this I started. Now some of them she's got the black. No idea what this is either, but I decided to start it in blues and purples. No idea what. Maybe I should go up a little, Judy. Is that what you're telling me, hon? Is that better? Once I get coloring, though, I might want to. Oh, here's some more water lilies with the black behind. No idea what this is. I started doing background here just with color pencil. I don't know why I do that, because it's really a lot of work and it doesn't get nice, and you got to keep working it, keep working it, keep working it. So of course I gave that up. 2 other little birds here. The paper's not real heavyweight, but they're nice looking images. And we've got bees, and then the bigger bees. More. Now supposedly this is all Australian, fauna and flora. I think he's a cute little guy. I'm really not a bird person. I'm going to angle that so maybe you can see him better. But look at his little tuft of hair on the top. I thought about doing him, but I didn't know what he was either. These are cool. Looks like almost like, do you know what I mean when I say a meringue candy? Like at Christmas time, a lot of folks will make the meringue candy and they make like the little kiss shape. That's what that reminds me of. And then she's got it with the black background. No idea what these are either. Although I think I saw those when I was looking up the Australian wildflowers. And I guess he's some kind of parakeet. I did start a page of the parakeets. This looks like almost like a weed. That leaf. Can you see it? Hi, Angie. Good morning. Two little parrots getting all snuggly. I thought maybe if Julie Parker popped in, she could tell me what some of these are. But it's a nice book. And it's nice you have the option with some of the black. But like when you're doing the birds, see, like she's got the parrot there, but see, now look at these. So I decided to use 3 or 4 different colored birds. I should have put a post-it note on what colors I was using. I think I know, but I was trying to do the same bird the same throughout. Whew, it's a lot of birds, ladies. So I haven't finished that. And we've got feathers. This was kind of cool. I thought maybe doing this for today. I thought he was cool hanging upside down. But there again, I don't know what kind of bird he is. Look at these. Aren't they cool? See, I look at that and I think orange. I don't know. Look at this guy. He's got a fancy top of his head too. And these almost look like we just knocked down a hornet's nest or a bee's nest outside. And it kind of looked like that shape. Of course, it was closed at the end, but it was cool. And my attention span, I guess, isn't so great. You got a mishmash of stuff, and then you've got double spread of those birds. Mushrooms. And then she's got a design on the inside, back and front cover. So it's a nice book. Very nice book. All right. So now I've put some of my Inktense down there. See, I missed the blue, of course, in there. Let's see if I can, it's going to be a lot darker. That's all right. So what we'll do to fix that is I'll put the same in between the flowers, and it'll kind of be like shading. Be kind of like I'm shading. Oh, goodness me. Can you tell I'm not a watercolor person? I'm trying to get better, but not good. Not good. Yeah, ever since I saw that movie, The Birds, when I was a younger person, I just a little freaked out by birds. I gotta tell you, I'm a little freaked out by birds. Oh, Ange. Sorry to hear that. Well, I'm glad you found out so you can find out. So that's a good thing. It may very well be, my dear, a blessing in disguise. So try not to worry. When are you going to go have the test done? I have to mark it down so I can be praying for you. And there's Gail. Little Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's probably not why you named your dog Obi, even if I'm saying it right. Okay. So I got myself into a little pickle here. So, I thought my husband said he was taking a ride out. I just heard him in the refrigerator. It's very noisy. It's very noisy these days. I have to get used to it. I've been home alone really since we moved to Jersey, which has been about 9 years. And now he's going to be home all the time. Yikes. You're headed out? Okay, honey. Have fun. So, it'll be an adjustment. Oh, it is Obi-Wan Kenobi. I wanted to name the dog, the only dog we have left, I wanted to name her Annie. I wanted to name her Annie. And my daughter said, well, don't name her Annie. And I'm like, why? And she said, well, I might want to use the name Annie. And I'm like, okay. At this point, the kid wasn't even dating anybody, I don't think. And I'm like, what, for a kid? Like, if you have a child, you mean? She said, well, I don't know. So then my bonus son was at the time living with us. And he said, well, why don't you do something like Annabelle? And then you can call her Belle, but she still has Anna as part of her name. So that's what we did, and we call her Bella. But in hindsight, and she's a good dog. I don't mean it that she's an evil dog. She's not. She's a great dog. But I like Harry Potter, so I was thinking I should have named her Bellatrix. That would have worked better for the Bella part. Okay, so if you just come in, what I'm doing is using my Inktense watercolor paints, and I was just going to do a wash here, but I missed a spot, so then I had to come back in, and now I'm trying to make it look so it's not streaky. So this flower, I think, is a warata from Australia, an Australian wildflower, Waratah. And it seems like they come in different colors. And the one I'm doing, I'm going to do pink. And it's got a little bit of purple in the center. So I'm just checking out my, oh, I think I like that one. Just checking out my Inktense colors. And I'm just going to put a little bit of purple in the center here. And then once your Inktense dries, they're not supposed to move. Okay, so what does Ange says? Ange says she's going in August to have the test. Insurance won't pay for it. It costs about $100. Well, it's going to be $100 well spent. So you just don't even be thinking about that, Ange. All right, and I think I'm going to go with this pink. I'm going to put some of that in one of these little trays. Okay, so this is off topic from coloring. I was, I guess it wasn't my last live. See, geez, I can't even remember my last live. Isn't that awful? I should check before I come on. Yeah, that should work. But I was making pages for a book that I want to make similar to a journal that Robin McClendon has or works out of. And making marks and doing background pages and whatnot, right? So she was using her new line of stamps, which are really cool because they're like mark making stamps. And she was using those, and she was using a paintbrush and ink and just painting that on her stamp and using inks, which was really cool. And I wanted to make some marks. And of course, I like almost anything crafty. You're welcome, Ange. And arty. I should say arty. It's not really crafty anymore. It's kind of arty. And I don't have a brush like that. It's like the Chinese or Japanese calligraphy type brush. So, of course, I ordered one. Don't know how to use it. So I just got it. Look, I hate when I do that. I bent the paper. So I just got it the other day. And I'm assuming I can use the ink I have, but this morning I ordered some ink that I think is supposed to go with it. But I was watching this one gal. First of all, well, actually, I was watching two gals. The one lady, she sounded like an older lady, and she was saying to hold your brush like this. I guess that's the traditional way to use it. No, actually, Gail, I didn't think it was pricey. This was $10, $9.99 or something. And of course, I have Prime, so I didn't have to pay shipping. It's beautiful. So the one lady said to use 2 fingers here and your thumb, and then you put these 2 fingers and you work the brush this way. Now, the younger gal that I watched, oh my gosh, you see what she did, a crane. Now, the other lady was just making marks, but I didn't even think about drawing and painting a picture. And the younger girl said ink, and I think she said you could use watercolor. So, of course, I've got another set coming with smaller ones. But the younger girl just kind of held it this way. Oh my gosh, the marks she made with this paintbrush. I can't hardly stand myself. I can't wait to try to mess around with it. I know, it's a sickness. It's a sickness. I mean, there were a lot more expensive ones, but they called this one for beginners. So, I don't know. Feels cool. Anyway, we'll see. All right, so of course this is stamp. And I've got my color pencils here. Got my sharpener. And good morning to everyone who's coming in. I know this is early for me, but mine is usually on super early, so I thought there may be some gals looking for somebody to watch or visit with this morning. All right. So we'll see how this goes. If it were bushy, it would remind me of my dad's soup. Oh, yes, my dad had one of those. I forget what it said it was made of on Amazon. Some kind of animal hairs. I forget what it said. And of course, the package, everything was in Japanese. So that didn't really help me. Let's see here. I think I can. Nothing, my brain anymore is like my head is anymore is like a sieve. Okay? It just is. Everything like drops through. I don't remember anything. I remember colors. Let's see what this says. If I can get, that's products related to. I want to just tap on it. It's a Japanese art sumi writing, painting, drawing, practicing brush for students and beginners. Large size wolf sheep brush. There's usually more details here. It's washable, recommended for calligraphy. And I mean, I don't know how in the world they make those marks. See, I probably should have one of those little dishes to put the ink in. I have one of these things to sit your brushes on. Okay, let's see. Pen holder. Hair will not fall or open. It absorbs water more round and storages water well. Let's see what it's made of. Somewhere I read what the hairs were, but I'm not seeing that now. But here's a picture of how, in the advertisement anyway, how the person's holding. See how that person's holding it? They hold it straight up. Yes, practice. That dirty word, practice. Practice, practice. Okay, that feels pretty dry. All right, let me move my little inktense tray. This ought to be good, guys. I have like no place to set it. I'm going to move everything out of my room into the kitchen, and I'm going to rework my craft room setup. Check with me at Christmas to see if it's done. Okay. I always start with green first. Don't ask me. I just love it. And that's what I start with. So I'm going to get my pencil sharpener here. And I think I'm going to start with my marine green. And I want a pointy. Hey, Connie. How are you? It's nice to see you. It's not super sharp, but let's see how we go. I'm going to start with my darker color, and I'm just going to start. That doesn't work so well. That color's not so good there. Let's see. This one is grass green. That might be more. I guess I should have done a tester. I'm not liking that either. This one's apple. Let's see. Yeah, that's better. All right, I'm just going to start coming around the flower a little bit here. I'm just using light stroke. She's got little hearts in these leaves, which, they're cute, but I don't know if I'm going to do anything with them. Might just come around them here. My favorite color green is well, in the Prismacolors is the lime peel. Oh, love lime peel. Okay, listen. Hey, Journey. Good morning. Good morning. Is the camera up too far from what I'm doing? You have to let me know. I can, adjust that. And here's the other thing that drives me crazy about coloring. All right, there's a girl on Instagram called Daphne. I might have talked about her before, maybe in some of my older videos. She's from a different country. I don't know if it's Poland or where she's from. Her coloring is amazing. And when I first started to get back into coloring as an adult, I had asked her a couple of questions, which she didn't answer. Now, it could be because she didn't understand, but it could be she didn't want to give away her secret. But you can't see these black lines. So I tried what Dee Dee was doing the other day with some of my other colorings, the projects that I'm working on. And I used the white Posca over that line. I can't get that stinking Posca to cover it. It just... Zoom in just a bit. All right, well, look at this scale, huh? This is high tech. High tech. Huh? I'm telling you, all the bells and whistles right here at the Pink Girly Studio. And you can't really, even if you use like a darker green or whatever, like Dee Dee said, when you're looking at something real life, you don't see a black line around it. No, you're welcome. I can bring it down lower too. So this might get a little boring. I couldn't decide what to do this morning. I just want to do everything. And so I was thinking about, trying to put another journal together. I've got some ideas. And what else was I thinking about doing? Has anybody put together a file folder, quote unquote, journal? I have a bigger one that I put together that I'm thinking might be a little bit like what Kathy Arbor uses, but probably not really. And then I put together one that Rosemary showed how she put hers together. Mine's a little wibbly though. So I was thinking about doing something in those. Okay, this leaf here is going to be a little different because it's got that dark spot. Now she's got, I don't know if you can see from that far away, she's got, yeah, I don't know if you, see, I can't really, okay, Ange. Hey, Barb, good morning. I don't know if you can see the little heart. See, on my screen, I'm not seeing it so good. But see, I was fussing around with the anti-flicker, and stuff like that. And I did something with the white. I remember, I should have written it down. I could ask her again. I know Dee Dee told me something about the white. white background or white contrast, or I don't know. Anywho, if you're into coloring at all and you like to color or you like to see some really cool stuff that people color, you got to go onto Instagram and check out Daphne's gallery. She calls it Daphne's Gallery. Her stuff is freaking awesome. So I can't figure out how she does it. I think she takes the black line out somehow. And maybe she does use a Posca. But and I let the Posca dry. I did. I let it dry. But I couldn't get the color right. I couldn't get it. Okay, let's see. I need a color. Now I know I have more there to do. But see, the grass green. I guess that could work a little bit. Let's see what the line peel does in these little hearts. Might just come down the center a little bit and the bottom and just go a little swish, swish, swish. See, I'd like to get rid of that black line down the center. Now these leaves it's not even like a line, it's like little dots. I'm trying to think, maybe the dark green. So the dark green's more of a blue green. Yeah, that might be better. Let's give this a little sharpen. I purchased an electric pencil sharpener, and I was really grinding up my pencils. In fact, I had ordered a violet, and you know how sometimes, if you color, you'll know how sometimes you sharpen and they just keep breaking. I ground this pencil. I had just gotten it in the mail. I ground the pencil all the way down. All the way down. Well, I complained to the company, and they got back to me, and they sent me another pencil, which was very nice, because really it was my fault. Because it's a softer core, when you put it in an electric pencil sharpener, it heats up, and it really, yeah, I like it together too. Well, Barb, I can't either, and I tried all kinds of sharpeners, and then I was watching Stephanie from intentionally creative, Holly used to remind me what it's called, what her channel's called. Mary would know too, probably. I think it's Intentionally Creative. And she does a lot of pencil work and drawing. And she uses this, or this kind, this sharp tank. See, because me with arthritis, I can't grip those little ones and then twist. So this one, you can pull this out and it holds the pencil for you. You just squeeze that and takes the pencil in. See, and that holds the pencil for you. And then you just crank. I love it. It's one of the best things I ever bought. Gail says you do have to be careful, but every type of pencil is just a bit different when it comes to tolerating being sharpened. Yeah. And even with this, I have a hard time fitting in. I have a couple of, I think they might be Spectrum Noir, and they're a little chubbier, so they don't fit in as well. So I'm just coming around those little hearts that she's got in the center. I'm just not sure really what I want to do with those. And then come back with my lighter spring green and kind of using that over and kind of trying to blend that line. This is where the leaf is folded up on itself. That's the wrong color. I wanted the dark green. Now I'm thinking about my flower. I got to get a base pink in. Gail says also, if the core of the pencil is not centered correctly, they break easier. Yeah, Dee Dee's always telling us that, and that's true. And if you pick them out individually, you know, she makes a very good point where you can look and see, but I generally buy them already boxed up. And then I have some that are splitting. I don't know if you can see, that's got a little crack. And that's probably because I've dropped them. All right, sweetie. Take care, Ange. Keep us posted, please. Now, I also have some of these two sets of, they're supposed to be for skin. Right, when you order the set, you get what you get. And I've checked, you know, sometimes I need just one color. Like I really go through the lime peel and I go through the flesh, the light peach. There's a couple of colors. And sometimes if I'm in Michael's, I'll stop and look and then I check. But they don't always have a lot. And they're so expensive to buy them just one. Oh no, it's not you, Barb. Not at all. Sharpening a pencil is a nightmare. It's a freaking nightmare. These are, I think these are Black Widow. I think I might try this pink for a base color. Let's just see. I gotta tell you, I'm not crazy about how my leaves look here. Just saying, not crazy about it. All right, now I've got that wash of the pink. Another, you know, trick, hold your pencil back a little further and it helps you not have too heavy of a stroke. At least it should help you if you struggle with pressure and not getting a light coat down. Of course, I want to color this little edge here too. And these are all pink in the picture. Just the center kind of was a little purpley. Here I've got some of the teal from my base coat down in on that leaf, on that petal. I should have went orange. I just love doing oranges and reds. Oh, thanks, Barb. Yeah, I'm not really crazy about them. Not crazy about that little heart thing. I got to think about them a little bit more. All right, so I purchased a couple of PDFs of things that I wanted to color. I don't think this gal has a color book per se. I think they're all PDFs. Anyway, I just purchased a couple. And I should have brought it. I can go get it. I really like the way she's coloring, the way she's coming out. I'm calling her a Christmas witch because I don't know what else to call her. It's this little girl. She's like the cutest little thing. I'll have to go get it and show you. That's what I've been working on at night when I sit and listen or watch my baseball game. Okay, so I'm not going to want this deeper underneath here. See, I got a real dark spot there too. I'm thinking maybe my teal might have run into. So I'm going to just work on those petals. This one maybe will be a little, I don't know, would it be deeper as it's opening up? I know squat about flowers. Squat. All right, I don't have much in the way of pinks, really, in Prismacolors. So I've got your processed red and the mulberry. So this is mulberry, you know, like deeper shades. And I've got two mulberry. Where's my processed red? I might have to pull one out. I've got deep purple. I love deep purple. I use that to shade a lot of things. So I've got deep purple. I mean, I've got other pinks, but they're all so. Okay, so generally when I pull out my, oh, well, I see some more folks have come in. Welcome, welcome. Generally when I pull out my container, my little book here that I keep my pencil storage in, I always say, okay, don't judge me. But I don't feel like I need to say that anymore after watching Lena's video with all her pencils. Okay? Pencil envy for sure. Well, I guess it was a live. She popped on live. Oh my gosh, that girl's got pencils. There we go. Processed red. Now here's a neon pink. That might be fun. And then I think I have a white already out. All right, let me go get my little girl. I'll be right back. Take a break if you need a break. Go get a beverage. Okay, Gail's got Dad on the phone. Has to mute. Oh, I wish my dad was on the phone. Oh. Okay. Now this is all just straight pencil. And there's my little Christmas witch. So this was a PDF. God, I still have a lot of work to do. Isn't she cute? Look at her little face. I just love her. So I think I'm going to use pastels, pan pastels in the background because I should have done the background first. Excuse me. Yes, I used Inktense, my Inktense watercolors. I did a wash of the background and then of the leaves and then of the flower. And I just was messing with that like before I started the live and then as people were coming in. So don't go back. You didn't miss much. All right, so I'm going to start with my processed pink. My processed pink, I think. All right, so let's see here. Just try flicking up some. All right, let's try. See, it just drives me crazy. Let me see if I have. Oh, I've been trying to. Oh, you're welcome, Barb. That's the wrong box. I've been trying to get some of my stuff a little more organized. All right, so here's the Posca. Let me just try. Maybe it'll work better when I have. Probably will work worse. I was thinking maybe it would work better if I have somebody watching me. So Dee Dee just goes over that line. She doesn't always do it, but first of all, I cannot get my Posca pen to work like she does. It never highlights for me. And like Aunt Beck said, sometimes you're pushing down too hard. Now, see, that's got to dry. But there's really not much. Maybe I don't shake them enough. I don't know. I feel like I shake it. I mean, you hear that little bally thing in there rolling around, right? I mean, come on. You have to let that dry. I mean, I get that. It takes a little while. But it would be hard to do all those little lines. Of course, this is a bigger tip than what I usually use. All right, so now I put that in a bad spot. So I covered it there and I went there. But see, when I go over, now this is not, of course, a dark pink. It's like a middle of the road pink. But you can't cover that line. Those lines they have in there, they're just too darn dark. I'm just kind of trying to stroke some color in. I don't know if that matters. Every move you make, every breath you take, I'll be watching you. Now I want it darker under that little gap, that little gapper, where it's kind of flipping down over itself. And I'm pressing a little harder up against that edge here. I feel like I'm way far away. The camera, like I might be too far away. And then as I come out from that darker edge, I have to lighten up my stroke because I want to ease on down the road and try not to make, you know, a distinct line. Now I'm going to come in with my mulberry. Okay, so now this is where I put the Posca. So I'm going to bring the mulberry. I'm just making crumbs. Now the mulberry is a deeper color. Well, there's that word that Gail was using earlier. Practice, practice, practice. I'm better than I was, but I'm still not great. I'm bringing up a couple of these darker strokes. And I'm not going up past the processed red. Well, I guess I am in some areas, but I'm not trying to. I'm trying to stay below. Now I can always come back and put some more processed red in. Now I'm going to go real tight up here and try to deepen this area. And then I'm going to color in the mulberry. In my mind, it should be darker, the part that's folding over. Well, I may have that backwards. Maybe it's supposed to be lighter. See, and then if you do that edge, is there a sweet spot or no? Yeah, there. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. And when I'm coloring at night, I've got 3 or 4 colors that I'm using, like, say, for one area. And then I've got pencils sitting on my chest. I got pencils in my mouth. I usually have 2 pencils in my hand. It's just craziness. All right, I'm going to use some dark purple. I really like dark purple to see if I can get a nice contrast. I should use a brush, not my hand. I'll get this little fluffer. We'll fluffer out. A little fluffy fan brush. So what's everybody else up to? It's Friday already. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. I've got some videos I've got to get done. There's a few more of you in here, so I'll just repeat what I said about the hashtag Second Saturday Stash /7 videos will launch tomorrow, 12 noon Central, so be looking for those. And I don't think I have anything else planned for the weekend. Our daughter has been coming with the grandkids and our son-in-law to use the pool. But they're going to be getting ready to go on vacation, so I don't know that we'll see them this weekend. See, you just can't get that line covered. Okay. Did I show you Daphne's stuff before? Let me go to Instagram. It's just... I mean, you think I'm lying, but I know you don't think I'm lying. But like my sister Nancy, who has started to draw or whatnot, she's like, "Oh, your stuff looks as good as hers," but no, it doesn't. It doesn't. You have to have a critical eye. Let's see. Let's see if I can get it to... maybe there. No lines, girls. No black lines. Is it me? I mean, okay, so now I'm going to take this light pink that I used. Sometimes I go like this. Look, I didn't do that. I didn't do that blendy thing very well with the mulberry, so I'm going to bring a little of that processed red over top. You know what? I should put pull myself up here on my phone. Then I could probably see the picture better. See what you guys are seeing. That does look kind of watercolory and washed out. So I'm going to try to blend all three together. Now I know I've said this before, and oh my gosh, Gail, when you went and I said, "Oh geez, I wish my dad was on the phone." God bless him. You're very fortunate. My daughter's one sister-in-law, well, her whole in-law family, they're talented. Well, I don't know about her father-in-law, but her mother-in-law is, and then the girls, and then her husband, they all got that art gene. Of course, my son-in-law would deny it, but he's very talented. Anyway, the youngest, she's an art teacher, and then she went to Oxford and studied to be like a gallery person, a gallery manager, or whatever you call it. And she saw some of my coloring stuff, and she was saying about people using white. I never used a lot of white before. And yeah, see, I know, right? Oh. They use the white to blend. And I didn't know that before. So sometimes I do that. like a kind of, it might look kind of blended to you guys. Of course, you can use it to highlight an area too, to cause, give you a highlight, you know, to make something pop. But if you color it all, you'll know what I mean. Like sometimes it depends on the paper. Like this paper isn't real smooth. See, now this paper is, I chose this paper and printed on this. So this is real smooth. So my color pencil went on that really nicely. But this one's just a little granulated, you know. So sometimes if you take the white pencil and give a little here and there, it kind of blends that for you. But you do have to be careful because you'll pick up the other color, and then if you want to go down somewhere else, you know, you might end up with something where you do not want it to be. Okay, so that doesn't look too terribly bad. So then let's go back in with our processed pink. Now I've just been starting to use black a little more than I normally do to get into some of these deeper areas to really make the high contrast. I mean, when you watch, in particular, Dee Dee Willingham color, her contrast is amazing. So I've been trying to do what she says, you know, to really go deep. I guess I should go right up to that line. Now let's see. What if I put a little... Okay, so Barb says, Lori, I'm wondering if you initially went over those lines with white and then added your color, if that might subdue. Yeah, well, that's what I'm tried with the Posca. See, I put some over here. Now that's really dry. And I put some Posca there, but that, I mean, it did a little bit, but not much. I'm gonna try putting some here. But see, it doesn't really cover it much. I don't think. You know, but I'm very literal, or I don't know. Maybe I expect too much. I mean, maybe that's the way it's supposed to look. I know sometimes Dee Dee will wipe some away. Now, see, I did put some on this line, but see, I can still see that dark line. Gil, did you see when I showed Daphne's gallery her stuff? And most times I don't. It just amazes me how different this Daphne gal's stuff looks. Now I put another coat on there, but see, I still can see the dark line. But then on pages or books that have the grayscale, I'm not crazy about them either, but that might be because of the quality of the paper. Yeah, I don't think it makes a whole lot of difference, Barb. Okay, so I put it there, so I'm going to let that dry. Now I messed up over here. I got some of my background color on that petal. So I'm going to come in with some darker color. I'm just going to let that dry. I'm going to let that area dry there too. We could try it over here. Let's try it on this side. I know it's dangerous shaking this without the cap on. But even when I use the Poscas to put a highlight in an eye, I have a stinking hard time getting it to do it 2 or 3 times. I mean, I don't know. Is it me? Does anybody else use... And now I forget what I asked you, Gail. Oh, the Daphne thing. Here, no, don't go back. Don't go back. Where is she? And she's here. Let's go to search Daphne. So it just looks like a bouquet of flowers. Oh, you already went back. You're quick. You are quick. So I'll let that dry, and then I might put another coat on there. So that's dry. That's dry. All right. It's just me being a nudge, I think. It's just me being a nudge. Okay. So now I want to come in with my... Make sure I'm still in a good spot. Coming in with the mulberry. My dad had a mulberry tree in the back of his property when we were growing up. The birds loved it, but we used to eat them too. Yeah, that's true, going back. Okay, so Barb says, maybe try the white pencil now and see how it compares to the Posca, or don't. You mean the white pencil? You mean the white pencil over the lines? Like put just put white pencil? Barb, you may be a genius. Let's just see. It does knock him back some, but all right. Now see, I've got Posca here. I'm trying to decide what I want to do where that... There's got to be a shadow under there, or else you're not going to see that little curly Q. I have a friend that said to me once, I said she was getting ready to retire, and I said, well, why don't you take up a hobby like coloring or something? And she said, I would be so frustrated because I wouldn't know what to color. And at that time, they hadn't come back out with the paint, color by number. But that's so foreign to me because when I look at something, hi, Zena. I see it, and I see the color in my mind, what I would want to do with it. But for her, she said that would really be difficult. I hadn't really thought about that. See, where that Posca is, I'm just not getting the color to cover that line. I don't know. I'm going to try a whitewash over a project and then see how that works. Now see, I've got Posca here as well. I guess I need that mulberry under here too. I'm going to use my dark purple. Gail said, I'm trying without any success to remember which pencil or pen it is that a lot of artists feel is the most opaque white to cover things. I just can't remember. Yeah, see, I thought it was the Posca, but I don't know, Gail. There might be another one. See, I'm just not getting the depth that I need. I might have to go to my black pencil. Did I bring up black? I know I was using it for my little witchy woman. Here's a black. Am I frozen? I just looked at my phone. It looks like I'm frozen. There I go. Might have been me. I might have hit the screen. All right, so let's see. Just using this real light to try to deepen that dark purple color. I just think it would be neat if I could make a living. Oh, thanks, Gail. Coloring. Here, color this for me. Can you tell? You know? Let it go, let it go, let it go. See, I don't know that one too well. I don't think I did the mulberry here. Or the dark purple. I'm getting ahead of myself. Does anybody else here that might be in chat color? And if you do use Prismacolors, do you have a favorite pencil color? I have a couple. Of course, I like green, so I love the lime peel, like I said, but I also do love, well, I like purple too. I do love the dark purple. They're like two of my go-to colors. Now over here is where I put the white pencil. Let's get some of this pink in here. You've only done a couple and you love your Prismas. Yeah. I mean, they're my first. Maybe it's like your first one's like your favorite. I bought a lot of the Spectrum Noir. I guess I had like 4 or 5 sets of those. What do they call them? Blended. And they were nice. They were nice pencils. But then my kids had gifted me some Prismacolors, and that was, that was the end of that. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't like to try some of the other ones, but it's, a lot of them are an investment. Like the Faber-Castell. If I get that, gosh, I hope this girl sends my stuff soon. If I get some of those pencils to mess around with, what do they call them? Polychromos. I like to see. All right, so now I'm going to come in here and try. That's where I put the white pencil over that line. Let's see if that does anything for me. So I'm going to start again with my and this doesn't have to dry because it's color pencil. I don't know why I didn't go all the way around. Hello. Okay, Gail. I don't know. I haven't heard from her. Not that I would, but she may. I don't know how, I don't want to wear out my welcome, but you guys, come and go as you please, and I can still just do my thing here. And if Lena pops on, I'll skedaddle. Not a problem. Have a good afternoon, Gail. Zena said, she's lurking. Oh, honey, you were sick for 3 days. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, goodness. I'm glad to hear you're starting to feel a little better. What does Barb say about... What did you say about stock? Oh, Zena's boyfriend was sick. Oh, boy. The only favor you have is black. Like I said, I have 12 somewhere. Who knows where I put them? I just cleaned out my coloring book cabinet too, and they're not there, so. Oh, geez. You had a fever. Okay, so now I'm going to do the processed pink. Of course, I love the way that Daphne's gallery pictures look, and you can't see the black line. However, with what she colors, all those flowers and all those lines, whether it's Posca or white pencil or whatever she does, if she does it individually, I mean, I know coloring, oh, look, there's a few lines there that shouldn't be there, is a slow process, and I'm okay with that, but I don't think I could sit and redraw all those lines. Just saying. And does anybody here know, like the part that the flower, when it curls over, should it be darker or should it be lighter? Of course, I don't know if I can get it lighter. I'm just going to do what I've been doing just so it's consistent for this page, but Well, the white pencil's it's not too bad. But even when people use the white pencil, oh, you have a gig on a boat? Oh, that sounds fun. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better. Was it the virus, Zena? My sister's family is just getting over the virus. I don't think they had the fever too much, maybe for just a little bit. Mostly headache and aches. My sister lost her sense of taste. One thing that I've noticed that I do, and I don't really even realize I'm doing it, lingering headache. You think it was the flu? Yeah, I had the flu earlier this year. It was, I hate to say, hung on for a long time. But that's to me. It's basically is like a flu, right? Yeah, and the flu's not pleasant either. I mean, we were sick for days, my husband and I, beginning of the year. I don't think we had a fever though, but we felt really lousy. But our tests, were not, were negative for COVID, but it still was lousy. Being sick is lousy, period. And who was it? Somebody was saying, I guess I was listening to, is it Katie Tribe of Five? She comes on and she sells stuff. I don't know if she does other stuff too, but I think she said, I think it was her. They were on vacation and her husband got sick. Is there anything worse than getting sick and you're not home? Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go, Barb. You're gonna give me an earwig. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. 3-hour tour, a 3-hour tour. Oh, I just keep bending up this corner of the page. I want to do these little circles. All right, this is that white pencil, Barb, really kind of works pretty good. I think it's better than the Posca. I wonder if there's a brand of white pencil that works better, because I don't really think the white Posca pen. I mean, it may be good compared to some of the others, but for me, I don't even think the white um, Prismacolor pencil works all that great. Ooh, stranded on an island. I went to Aldi's the other day. I don't usually go shopping. My husband mostly does it. And a lot of it is because when he was working, he would pass. We live out where there's not a whole lot around. So when he would come home from work, he passed a lot of stores and whatnot. So it was convenient. And of course, now with the price of gas, it would make sense. But now that he's retired, maybe I'll do a little more of the shopping that I have. But I was running some errands and doing a few things. And so I stopped. Our neighbor needed a couple of things. And I went into Aldi. That reminds me of Europe. I want to go back. I want to see my bonus son, my little babies. Just the whole feel of Europe I just love. I don't know, it probably doesn't look a whole lot different to you guys, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. Yes, rest, rest, rest. Lots of liquids. All right, let's do, now I put the Posca over here. Now, of course, this doesn't have, it's going to look different than this because I don't have the wash. Let's see how this looks. Just quickly putting in some color over here on this here side. All right, so I went to Goodwill yesterday. I was doing running some errands, and I had stuff to drop off. And then I thought, well, if I'm dropping stuff off at Goodwill, I might as well run in. You know, you got to check these places here, right? And I bought a bag that had 3 glue guns in it and some mini glue sticks. And then there was a bag of glue sticks. And when they bundle those bags up, a lot of times you can't really see. It was like for $5. And I thought, you know what, for $5, and they were, what are they, like Ad Temp or whatever. I mean, it was a known brand of glue gun. So I thought, well, for $5, I'm going to try it. Well, one of them is battery operated. I didn't even know something like that existed. Okay, so I haven't tried that one. But the other two, I plugged them in. They heat up fine. But here, the glue sticks in the bag were regular size. They're not the mini. So I was disappointed about that. But how can you go wrong? $5 for 3 glue sticks. Well, I guess you could if you don't use the hot glue guns. But I use them. Okay, so the light pink, not so much there, but that's, you know, that's to be expected, I think. So I'm trying the same process and technique over here, minus the watercolor. I should have probably done a different color over here. Bum, 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 bum. Thank you, Barbara. Bum, 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 bum. Sunday, my niece and his wife are off to Tuscany. And the French Riviera. My last outing was to the garbage bin. Barbara, you are so funny. My husband called his cousin yesterday to catch up. They hadn't chatted in a while, and his cousin wasn't available. So then he called him back. His cousin called him back, and he and his wife are headed to a cruise on the Rhine. Of course, they had it booked in 2019, you know, and couldn't go. So this is a makeup cruise. How lovely is that? Lovely to look at, delightful to know. All right, now I'm going in with the dark. Yeah, I don't really see a difference, Barb, as far as, putting the Posca down first before you put any color or wash. I kind of like the way the white pencil looks, Barb. I never even thought of that. Oh, your niece and nephew. What did you say? Hey, Judy. Good morning. Nice to see you. So that, you know, you've got options. Options, as we say. This pink here got a little funky monkey there. I don't know what I did there. Maybe I got some of that green in there. Don't know. Don't know. I want to go ahead and do some of these little, oops, wrong pencil. Kathy Arbor says you can erase. And, oh, I think I left my other little, maybe I can use this one. Okay, so there's this lady. There's always a lady, right? Yeah, but you still thought of the white pencil, Barb. I'm giving you credit anyway. There's this lady. I have no idea what her name is. My sister found her. She paints. And she does pencil. I have to go back and watch her again. Now, she uses the polychromo, so I don't know if that makes a difference. But she was doing an animal. Of course, she was doing a rabbit that she drew. Beautiful. And she colored down with the polychromo. And then she came back in with one of these mono zero erasers and just started to take out pencil to make highlighted areas, and then she scratched with the tool. You just see this fur on this rabbit. It's unbelievable. I have to go back and watch again. But now, see, when I tried to erase, I've got a real tiny one. See, I've got this one that came in a set, this size eraser. Can you see that? That size eraser. And then one that really kind of looks like a pencil tip. I couldn't get that much color to come off. So 10 points for Barb, and the crowd goes wild. Okay, so what? Oh, I'm doing these. Get some of these little pink baubles. I'm calling them baubles. They're little, I don't know what they are. Little seed pods or whatever we got going on there. Now, because they're so small, I don't think I'm going to go crazy trying to do each individually. Well, maybe I lie. Let's see if I can just scrub a little here and there and everywhere. Here, there, and everywhere. Just get a little. Now, on the flower that I'm mimicking, and Julie Parker, if you're here or if you watch this back another time, if you recognize this flower, because it's supposed to be an Australian wildflower, please leave me a comment and tell me what it is. I think it might be the Warata. Oh, thanks, Ange. All right, so then I'm going to come back in with should probably redo my sharpening my pencils so I can get down in the little crevices. So, Barb, are you going to waddle today? Oh, thanks, Judy. Judy, did you see my little Christmas switch? I think you didn't see, unless you were lurking. Were you lurking? You see my little Christmas witch? I think she's adorbs. Dark purple. Just woke up. Okay, I'll show you my little witch. Oh, Christmas witch. She's a PDF. I'd have to look up where I got it. I think it says Rina, R-I-N-A. I mean, I got it on Etsy and then printed it myself, but I love her little face. I love her little face. All right, so I think I'm going to need some black in there to really kind of make those little baubles pop. Oh, I hate when I do that. Too much pressure. Just too much pressure. I know, isn't she cute? And she has a question above. Or I have a question. If you go into free images, can you copy pages to color? I don't see why not, honey. Especially if you're just using them. I mean, I'm not an authority. But if you're just coloring it for your own enjoyment and they're free, I would think you'd be okay. Oh, I did it again, girls. I don't really feel like I'm pushing down that hard. I guess I sharpened it a little too much. See, now this is where it come back in with the Posca and put little highlights on those little. I didn't do all the way around there. So let that dry. Oh, can you see that? This is the thing about, oh, I should bend that page back, Lori. That was intelligent. It takes me a while, but after a while, I catch on. All right, let's see here. Let's do a little of the purple. Now that's just Inktense down there. And I think I have almost every color of Prisma. But they don't have too much, I don't think, in purples, in my opinion, or brown. And I wish they had a green that wasn't, I don't think I know. Oops, I did it again. I know, oops, there goes another rubber tree plant. I know that one. Unless I'm missing something, but I don't think they have too many browns, too many purples, and I wish they had a dark green. Like, I know you can layer them, but I don't do so good with that. Their dark green is like a blue base. I wish they had well, that's why I don't know it. I don't know. I don't know Brittany stuffs. All right, here's a violet. That might work. Let's just put a little purpleness down. Do you remember some kids at school when you were in grade school, they were like always at the pencil sharpener? Oh, I don't know why that just occurred to me. Just doing real light. This one's Parma. I do like the Parma the best. The bestest, the bestest. There's a little bit of purple on this side. Then I'm going to come in with a violet. Get around those little circles. So I've got, for those of you that normally join me, and they need more purples, yes, I agree, Judy, exactly. Yeah, I mean, their dark green is like a blue green. I mean, that's okay. But give me like a yellow based one or a black. How about a black green? Okay. How about that? How about that, Prisma? If you're tuning in. So some of you may or may not know that I, have worked on these pages. I did a recording for Brayered Backgrounds. Because when I did my live and I was messing around, Robin McClendon's got this really cool art journal that she works in. And I think I'm going to go right to black on this one. I just love the way it looks. So I was trying to mimic it. Of the class monitors knocking the two chalkboard erasers together. Yes. Oh my gosh, that was grade school for me. Yes, black green, right, Judy? Yeah. Yeah, Ange. Steve did have it. I think he had it first. But Zena got it worse. What was I gonna say? Oh, so I finished up my pages. Now I have to do another video. I think I'm going to come back and stencil, and then I've got that the Japanese paintbrush. Though I want to make marks on my pages. So I'm getting closer to getting the journal and putting it together. I love my pages. And then I have that fabric that I'm going to use for the cover. So I got to get crack-a-lacking on that and get those videos done. But I have to practice and learn how to do the marks. Yeah, she just tested, not have it. She tested negative. I thought she meant, did Zena get what Steve had? And yes, she did get what he had, but they think it's a flu. But she tested negative for the COVID. I don't mean to confuse, just running at the mouth. All right, so now I got the Posca over there. So let's try. So I guess it's pretty boring. Is this getting too boring? I was going to do some kind of teal in here to kind of This is just kind of a chill. If anybody has any ideas, well, I probably confused the issue for sure. On things that you would like to see in a stream or like to see me do or try, make a fool of myself. I'm good with that. Plastic canvas I won't do. That frustrates me to no end. I'm really not liking the leaves so much. Yeah, I worry about people too. Okay, I'm at the stage now where, okay, so I get these, um, when you purchase anything from anywhere, okay? Oh, thanks, Judy. Okay, as long as you're not like starting to nod off. Hey, Peggy. Hi. Oh, thank you for your thumbs up. Oh, I'm sorry, Peggy. Oh, I hope you don't have too emotional of a day. Um, let's see. What was I saying? I think I need to resharpen this pencil. I was blabberabbering and I don't remember what I was saying. So under here, I want a little shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow. Such the edge where that petal flippeth over. The petal flippeth over. I have to practice mark making with my new Japanese brush. I guess I can switch inks and I can put any kind of ink on there. This is true. The funeral is for us that are left behind. Let's see. Mulberry. Looking for my mulberry. Bowl making. Atta girl. Well, Ange, when the boss is away, we get to play a little bit. Yeah, when I look at different coloring books or like the PDFs, if you go on Etsy and you're looking up PDFs and I start to look at stuff, oh my gosh, there's just like so much that I don't want to color. It's crazy. Now my middle sister, she's interested in painting and stuff. I've mentioned that before, so that's great. But I wish I could get her interested in. Oh yes. Oh, thanks, Peggy. Um, I had a bite of something from the fridge before I came on. I just had a half a cup of coffee. I heard my husband rustling something up in the kitchen. I said, "Oh, what are you doing?" I thought he was going to make an egg sandwich, but he was mixing up juice for the Hummers. I still haven't thought of what I want to do with these leaves. And you're funny. Oh, I know what I was saying. When you buy anything like a top or a pair of slacks or some capris, anything, from anywhere, you you get an onslaught of catalogs, right? So I needed some undergarments, so I ordered a few other things, clothing, and I got the clothing fairly quickly. And there was like, I think, one flyer or something in the bag. But where I order from, there's a whole group of companies that, probably are owned by the same people, right? Well, my undergarments, I ordered two. Let's just say it's for the girls. And they came in two separate packages, if you can even stand it, with like 15 pounds of catalogs. Well, a couple of them are so nice. I'm going to keep them to art in. Okay? I have gone over the edge. Oh, I can't imagine they're not having a great time. And you see, for my youngest sister, it's not so much like good for her to be away. She hates to be away from home. I mean, I like coming home, but I sure like going away too. She's really out of her comfort zone. If she's away from her house, she could never do a trip to Europe. That would really make her crazy. I think some of these petals are a little. I was going to use some of this. This might be not good, but I'm going to try it anyway. I have this neon pink. I just bought them because I wanted to try them. Now, where would I want some neon pink? Maybe on a couple of these guys. Dag nabbit, I done it again. Put a little bit there and blend it in with. Oh, that kind of looks nice. Let's put some on this little curly Q there. I don't know if you guys can tell. Does that show up at all? I'm going to check on my phone. Let's see. Mm, can see it in person. I don't know if you guys can tell. Yeah, it doesn't look like it shows up that well on the screen. All right, Peg, take care. All right, let's do a little, and then I think I'm going to do inside here. What time is it getting to be? 11. So normally I would be on till 12, and then Lena might come on. I got to do something with the leaves, though. I'm not coming up with a good idea for the leaves. I thought I heard little footsteps. I thought maybe my little pepperoni had to go out, but I don't see her. I guess you don't want to get too carried away. All right, so I did like for the background, I did a oh, I just had another idea, guys. Oh, thanks, Judy. I have this little stencil that I've been keeping by my desk. Let's see, where did that get to? It's very little, very thin and flimsy. There he is. There she is. What if I did a little stencil in the background with one of my oxides, and then I came back in and did some shading, because then maybe it wouldn't look so so spotty. All right, so let's see. Tumbled glass is more of a light blue. I don't know that I have. I thought I had a peacock, but that might be in the ink rather than the we've got, this might be I think I want it to be subtle. That we've got that mermaid lagoon. A lagoon. I forgot I made soup. I haven't had any of my soup. Sorry for that random thought there, ladies. I guess I'm getting hungry, so I'm thinking about soup. All right, so I knew it wasn't going to work. That's too blue. That blue sketch is too blue, and then I've got orange. Yeah. Okay. Now, one of these two. I'm going to try the tumbled glass first. So at Goodwill, I found this thing. Look at this. Ah! I just had a brush take a nosedive. Even the girl at the counter, when I went to check out, said, "Oh, that's neat." I said, "Yeah." And I was thinking I'd like to put some of these in it, and I knew they wouldn't fit sideways. And then I thought to myself, what am I going to fill that up with? Silly me, it's filled up already. Let me see. Let me move this back up a little bit. It's got 3 little baskets on the top and the bottom, and it spins. How cute is that? So look, I got little tiny stamps, the little tiny ones down under here, and this size ink box fits in them. The small stays on. I've got buttons and just in my blenders. Of course, now I just have to find a home for it. It's just sitting here to the right of me, getting in the way. All right, so let me get a little soft brush. And I want it to be subtle because I want to come back in with some pencil and do some shading. So let's do the, let's try the tumbled glass. Get down in here. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I always forget about this. Doing something like this. I think I have some color from another project coming off on it, but that's okay. Can you guys see that? I'm watching myself on my phone to see if you can see it. Gosh, there's really a lag. And I should do it all at once because if I don't, I'm going to forget what I used. Now I'm getting an ad for Burger King up on my phone. Somebody had this little stencil for sale at the market. And it's so nice to just have a little tiny stamp that, not stamp, stencil that you can keep handy. Like even if you wanted to do a little bit on a journal page, you know? It got a little heavier there, but that's okay, right? It's all right. I'm just making little... So has anybody got any suggestions for these leaves? I'm not liking the leaves. I guess I could paint them out if I really wanted to go to the trouble. I guess I could just ignore the hearts, right, that are in the leaves. Did I whack my camera? You're getting to see my... Well, let's not go there. My husband took a ride out. He said he was going to go, well, our faucet kind of was getting a little stiff. So he took that apart this morning to see if it needed a washer or whatever. He just greased it up a little bit and it seems to be working better. So he just decided he was going to take a ride, maybe go to Costco's or whatever. I hope he comes home with cake. Isn't that terrible? See, Angie and I are on the same track. She's eating an M&M cookie. I don't know if anybody has a Costco's near where they live. I love cake. Okay, shocker. But I'm really, if I had to choose, it would be like vanilla, generally vanilla. I'm not a chocolate cake person. I would much rather have vanilla or yellow or lemon or, you know. Will I eat chocolate cake? Of course. But if I had a choice, it would not be, in most cases, would not be my first choice unless it's the chocolate cake from Costco's. It's got this like a lighter chocolate mousse filling. Oh my goodness. It's like so stinking good. Or the pies. Now, I'm sure the pies have gone up in price. But if you go to the supermarket around here, especially these days, Like I just saw, okay, at Aldi's, all right, and prices are pretty good there. There was a pie. It must have only been like a 6-inch pie for $4, all right? And of course, like if you go to a like a vegetable stand and they have baked goods and stuff there, like a 9-inch pie, you're paying anywhere from 15 to $20 for a pie. At Costco's, they look like manhole covers, number one. They're humongous. And they're like $10. So now they're probably like 12. But I'm telling you, manhole cover, and their pastries and stuff are really good. Okay, so now this is probably going to move, I guess, a little bit, but we'll see. So now I'm going to pick out, I've got a peacock blue, and let's just see. I need a medium, so there's an aqua. And I should have a light aqua in here somewhere. It's getting to be a little short. Angie has a card from Costco's, but we are, oh, yeah. It's like a field trip, right? Yeah, we're not close either. I think he had it in his mind that he was going to go out and get parts for the faucet, and it'd be a little outing for him today. And when he was able to fix that without going to Lowe's, I think he just had an itch to go out, which is fine. Then he's not clanking around in the kitchen making noise while I'm trying to stream. Can be a noisy boy. All right, so I want it to be darker around the flower and then really go into nothing as it goes out around those leaves. So normally I would start with my lighter color and then do my medium and then do my darker color, but I've kind of been doing a reverse of that. I'm going to see if that works. So I'm just going to take this peacock, which is more like a teal kind of shade. Aqua, a dark aqua color. They have good price on clothes, and the only thing bad about that store is no craft things. Well, that could be a good thing. I hear what you're saying, but I like their they have the like the ciabatta kind of, I don't know if I'm saying that right, rolls. They're square. I like those. It's a fun store to, I don't buy clothes really there, but it sure is fun to look around. Even at the meats, or the fruits and veggies and stuff. I like looking at all that stuff. And I'm just going over what I just put in. I'm putting a little bit too much of this out, I think. Now I'm going to come right back over top of that and just come out a little further. I think it's better doing it the other way. Doing your light color and then coming back. Hey, I thought I'd try it. There's a reason that people do it the way you do it. I kind of got a little messy there around the flower. Busy talking and yapping. Let's see, what time is it? It's only 11:15. Okay, so it would be too early if Lena is coming on. So even with going over this lightly, I can still see my my little stenciled area underneath. Can you guys see that? I have the camera up and then I just show you that spinny thing and I didn't bring it back down. It doesn't look too bad. And then I wonder what Barb got for breakfast. I'll kind of come back over with my white, kind of blend this in. I tell I'm getting hungry. Okay. So let's do it properly. No ideas for the leaves, huh? I thought maybe when I put the pencil over top of that oxide, it would maybe smudge a little bit, but it's not. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So this time I'm doing the lighter color first, which is really what you should do. I was just trying it the other way. Hi, Sherry. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Did anybody see? I just put it on for a second because I was getting ready to do my live. You think they all went to sleep? Did anybody watch Lisa introducing her puppy? Like I've seen pictures of Lisa and Tanya, but I've never seen them. Okay, this is going to sound weird. I've never seen their face while they're talking. Like I know their voices and I know their faces, but I've not seen their face while they're talking. And it's just so cool to see them together. Like both of the girls, number one, and their faces, but you can hear and see their voice coming out of their mouth. Do you know what I mean? Like it just, I don't know. I thought it was cool. I only watched for a few minutes. I got to go back and watch. The puppy is absolutely adorable. But of course, I love puppies. I'm not really a kitty cat person. I can appreciate kitty cats. But I'm a puppy person. That's what I grew up with. So I guess that's kind of where that comes from. I don't know, because our son really likes cats. And he really never had a cat growing up. So much for that. But anyway, the puppy's really cute. Of course, I'm wanting a puppy. And hubby says no. I got away with disagreeing with him once on the puppy issue. I don't know that I'm going to get away with it again. Like I understand what he says. You know, you can't really go anywhere and do anything. We had one dog who was not too agreeable, so it was hard to get somebody to watch her. And then we found when we moved here, we have a gal that would walk them and come in and feed them, which was she was great, and she didn't mind our dog being grumpy. But there we had 3 dogs then, and they would keep each other company if we were gone for a couple of days. But now we're down to 1, and she's not well. She needs to have a shot, and I just can't stand the thought of leaving her by herself. But all that to be said, he said you can't really go and do anything. Well, we never really do go and do anything. Now, maybe that'll change since he's retired, but I'm thinking it really won't. So I say have a puppy. Of course, we still have our sick dog, but it would give our little girl company. Even when you go out, just go to the grocery store or whatever, you know how they get so excited to see you come home. My goodness. I guess they think you're not coming back. All right, so this is 2.5 hours of coloring. All right, I got to try to do something with the leaves. I think I used a spring green. Is it spring or apple? No, it might have been apple. Thank you, Sherry. You don't like showing your face? Yeah. I would, but I mean, I painted my face one time. I got to do that again. Painted my face for Halloween. Well, it was just for the video. I didn't go out for Halloween. But I'd prefer not to show my face. I'm just going to color this all in the apple green. I think that piece there is just a flipped piece of a leaf. I tried the lime peel. I like the lime peel in most cases, but I don't really care for it here. Yes, I have seen you. My sisters and I are always talking about, and I hope this doesn't offend anybody if this works for you, but good for them because they don't feel odd about how they might look. They take their Facebook, profile picture or something like that, and they're like real up close, like back away from the camera. Good night. Oh, this is a little better. Usually the stem area is a little darker. Is it not? Is it not? I think I used this grass green here. Oh, yeah, and the dark green. Maybe if I put darker at the bottom of these little heart shapes she's got going on here, I'll like it better. I don't know. I don't know. So what else is going on for everybody today? Anybody got anything cool happening? I'm just going to work on some videos, I think. It might be a little better. I don't know. I'm not too thrilled about these leaves. Let me look on my phone. I don't know. Just not thrilled. I've got this dark green. I think that is a little better. Let's bring that dark green out a little bit. Maybe I need a little black in there. Barb, are you back? What'd you get for breakfast? Back to crafting to get a box done. Yeah, I took a break for a couple of days, Angie, I gotta tell you. But I do have one ready to go. Angie and I are talking about the market. And I started on my next one. See, I don't like that white. I don't like that pencil, not the pencil, the color book lines. Can you see the color? You know, you gotta have them. I understand that because that shows you the, the shape of the leaf. I get that. But I don't like that it's. If I go over it with the dark green, maybe it's not as bad. I gotta pull some of that dark green color down. Well, this is one thing about coloring, you can just fuss forever and a day. And at some point, say, Lucy, pull the plug. Anybody watch? Oh, Sherry, we're talking about packing up our boxes and sending them to Keisha for the virtual market. Angie and I are vendors at the market. Anybody ever watch that movie While You Were Sleeping? I love that movie. Lucy Eleanor Moderatz. She's explaining to her boss her situation. And her boss, Jerry, says to her, Lucy, pull the plug. That leaf might look a little better. What do you think? It might be a little better. Vanessa, hello. How are you? It's nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let's do another leaf in here. What do you say? I'll do another 15 minutes and then I'm going to skedaddle. Skedaddle. Okay, so what did I use there? I used the apple. Let's see if we get a little more apple in there. Yeah, that's the apple. Then I went to the grass. should have probably got out my greens and really looked. Hi, Elise. How are you? Nice to see you. I need to get more distinction, I think, around the edges here so you can see where one leaf stops and the other leaf starts, kind of thing. And the dark green it works pretty good in this case because it's more of, well, this is kind of a yellow green, the apple green, but it works. But like if I love the marine green that Prismacolor has, but I think it's more of a yellow based. And so if I want to deepen that, other than black, I wonder if they are making any new colors. You know, Tim Holtz is always coming out with a new color. That's an excellent idea, Mr. Tim. Mr. Tim! Oh, thank you, Elise. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. I was really tired yesterday. I fell asleep right after my baseball game was over. And then I was up early this morning, like early, like say 1 o'clock. And I let the dog out. I'm fighting the urge to sing that song, Barb, if you're listening. And then I went back to sleep. And then I was awake again at 6:30. Sheesh. I'm like an infant. Like an infant. I'm kind of reworking some of these leaves because I really don't care for how they look. Maybe we'll go to the pool today. It's nice here right now. We'll see. I don't think we're expecting any rain. Yeah, that happens to me sometimes. Oh, thank you, Elise. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate that. I should start on I'm trying to get my space here a little more organized. I know a lot of us are always talking about doing that. But I picked some trash. My neighbor had what I would call I don't know if I've already told you girls this, had what I would call a jelly cabinet out by the trash. I mean, it's beat up on the bottom, but I think it would hold a lot of stuff. And it's really cute. The door's like got a screen kind of front, like a chicken coop screen, wiry thing. But I have no room to put it in here. So I thought so I have a big table behind me. The idea was that I would have a table and space to when I'm dyeing paper or whatever, I could lay it out, right? Or jelly printing, I could have room wrong. It's like loaded with jazz. And then I have a unit that's got, have anybody ever gone into a yarn shop and they've got wall units that are like boxes up against the wall and they have the skeins of wool or yarn all stacked in there? I have something similar to that, but a lot of it's not being used. And partially because I can't get around the table to get to the unit. So I thought if I went to a smaller table, I could utilize the end unit and then pack stuff in this little jelly jar cabinet and maybe be a little more organized. Okay, it's a pipe dream, I know. But I was going to try it. But in order to do that, I've got to unload everything off of the table. So I'm waiting for my hubby to set me up like a card table or something in the kitchen. Because I'm right next to our kitchen. We have a nice sized kitchen. And he didn't want an island or anything. So, I mean, we've got an island counter, but then the whole center of the kitchen floor is open. So I've got plenty of space there to set up a table, but I'm going to have to haul this stuff out, and it's going to be a job. So I want to get started on that too. And then hopefully, discover some stuff that I forgot I had, which would be really nice. So that's what's going on here in South Jersey. South Jersey. All right, Ange, have a great day. Maybe we'll see it later tonight. Hopefully Mary will be on. Her internet issues will be all sorted. And we'll get to enjoy her this evening. Should be nice. I don't know why. These hearts are really throwing me off. It's all right. It's just a color page. Silly me. I'm looking up on the internet to try to find what kind of flower this is. I'm looking up leaves that have heart impressions on them, never thinking it was, the illustrator's artistic license to do this to the leaf. Sometimes I'm a little, sometimes a little on the dense side, girls. Just a little dense. Oh my gosh. We all have our moments, I guess. All right, I'm going to get going here. Thanks for joining me. Now, the thing is, to put these pencils away and get started on some other stuff I need to get done. That's the hard part once you get going, right? You want to just keep rocking and rolling. All right, so let's see. It's Friday. Mary wasn't on this morning. She's having internet issues, so hopefully that will get all fixed up for her and she'll be able to come on this evening. Tomorrow is July 9th, and the hashtag Second Saturday /7 collab will be releasing our next set of videos for July. And they should go live at 12 noon Central. And that would be 1 o'clock Eastern. So look for that. Maria's Miscellany is the channel of the gal that's spearheading that little project. And tomorrow morning, Saturday, so we've got Carol, the Magical Touch Studio, and Saturday evening is Beth. I don't know about PM Studio. I think they're Sunday. And then I'll be back on Sunday, unless my kids decide to pop in. And that will be 11:30 Sunday morning. I hope I'm not forgetting anything, but it's very likely that I am. And don't forget to keep our dear Ange in your thoughts and prayers. She's going to have a test done in August to see what's going on with her little ticker. And remember Peggy. She's on her way to a funeral, so keep her family in your thoughts and prayers. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. And Lisa with a new puppy. And I guess that's it for me for now. Well, thanks for joining me. I'm not sure. Lena may be coming on next. I'll give you something to do this afternoon. And I'll take care, Zena. I hope if you're still listening, you're feeling better as we speak. And she's on the mend, but I don't think she's quite up to snuff yet. But she's hoping to be able to do a gig later tonight. Zena sings, so if you keep her in your thoughts and prayers as well, that'd be great. All right, so that's it for me, ladies. Thanks for joining me in my little color session. Gosh, I love to color. All right, so don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it if you do. Thumbs up are great. And don't forget to take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. And I'll see you next time. Bye, ladies. Have a good day. Bye-bye.